Welcome back, everybody. This is Brothermutant here. Today we're going to continue our quest with Eldritch, our main magus, and our ragtag team of Suncasters. Now, since you don't remember, because it's been so long since we actually played her, I'm going to have to actually look at the journal myself to get an idea what the hell we were up to. Let's see, what are we up to? Building kingdom stuff, that's going to be important. Core alchemist. Need a laboratory. Okay, sounds good, sounds good. Feather tokens, still looking for those. And I know I can buy them. Or can find them, or be gifted them, I should say. Unwanted lazy. Heron wants to go with. Right, troll trouble. Oh, yeah. This is the ever popular troll trouble stuff, huh? Okay, what do we got here? There's Elle herself. Force Cross Skunk River. How are we doing on our timeline for our curse? Just so I know that one too. Curse. Ooh, okay, coming up quick. 15 days, huh? Alright. Let's go inside. See our new throne room stuff. It's been a hot minute since we've been back here, so let's check it out, see what we got. I really need to start paying attention to the building of our city improvements. Our towns and our cities are going to be extremely important, and Bookworm's already at a catastrophic fail point just because I wasn't doing things properly. It's not that the tooltips weren't there, I was zipping through them so fast thinking I knew everything, which obviously I didn't. But I'm going to give you a heads up as to what we're talking about here. First, let's check to make sure we don't have any awesome fun stuff like failures. Okay, well, whatever. We are still stable. And I'm not going to scum everything, but I don't like it when we fail. So if I can pay attention to that sort of thing, I will try to at least pass everything, which I think is fair. What I wasn't doing, for those of you that are interested, you see how I have enough stuff in the town that I literally am building up on every stat, which is nice, and there's probably nothing wrong with that. Notice how I have ranks 1, 1, 1, and then ones that don't have any rank at all. That means I don't really have an advisor, if I understand that correctly. Now, I need to rank up community, loyalty, military, economics, and divine to 2, and of course higher. That's part of our rank up process. Support the council's endeavors. So literally, loyalty, current rank is 1. This will burn 14 days, and we're at 15 days before the curse sets in. This is obviously not the best time for this. We'll have to do that after curse 1. Now I may have screwed that up then by not doing that sooner. Now it doesn't mean you won't get access to this. You will always get access to these. These don't go away until you use them. But I may have screwed the pooch, so to speak, when it comes to getting stuff done in that regard. Don't have any events, no life-saving, whatever. The blue ones, opportunity. I'm not sure what the blue ones are actually for now. I could have sworn that those were almost warnings of, at least according to Bookworm's run right now, which has failed, like I said. She was getting a lot of warnings, and the warnings were coming in with the little blue tags on them. So what I had done, for those of you that are interested, not only did I not level up her advisors, I was leveling up the person, not the advisor. That was my mistake. I didn't understand the difference. We have this mission out here in Varnhold at one point where, spoiler alert, they literally go missing. And I was supposed to complete it, and I thought I did everything I could, and it literally was like one little town or something where I didn't walk into like a dumbass, thinking that I already covered it because I walked through the area. For whatever reason, I opened up that map, and then instead of going into that one little location, I just went right past it. I don't know why. Maybe something else was more pressing. I don't know. Maybe I was wounded. But I didn't, and I thought I did because I literally circled the whole area, came back, did all the stuff, came back to town, was like doing dumbass exploration, which there's nothing wrong with that, but I was exploring all kinds of sites, making sure with my new perception and different characters on the team that I had better chances to find all the stuff that was missing, and I did. Completed all kinds of minor quest stuff, felt pretty good about myself, and then I kept getting this warning, and it didn't feel like a warning. You just kept saying stuff like, oh my god, they're really not looking forward to this curse coming our way, or whatever the hell it was saying, and I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever, click. And I must have seen that thing 3 or 4 times before it finally realized what I was supposed to be doing. I not even realized. I actually went on Google and searched it and said, what the hell is this thing that keeps popping up? And it's like, oh yeah, that just means you're basically screwing yourself. You better complete that quest. Whoopsie doodles. So my bad. Of course, we have mapped in areas. You see, we have towns. Let's go to Trade Guard. Just because I can't do anything doesn't mean I can't build anything. Bakken's Alchema Shop. Yeah, I really need to get that going. That'll probably be the thing. Just making sure we don't have something free. You'd be surprised how pissed off you get when you see that you had something free you could have slapped down and got a benefit. But Bakken, Tavern and Longhouse, working on a dance hall, which doesn't appear to have any kind of bonus. So I just put Bakken's, I don't know. What did it say Bakken needed? Tavern and Longhouse. We'll give it opportunity to have something on each side. We'll put it here. Okay. And yes, that'll take a while for that to build. I don't care. 10 days, that'll actually be before this quest thing is over, but hopefully we complete that before. We might actually now want to prepare for that curse. 15 days, I think, in and let us attack them. Actually, I want to say it was 30 days, but I can't remember that for sure. To make sure that I have gear. Remember, these guys... let's level her up. These guys we're not taking with us. It's not that they're not good. Remember, we're doing ragtag team of subcasters, so if they can't be a subcaster, then they ain't coming. Let's give her strength, because why not? Always give her perception. Lore nature, because again, why not? And let's get her athletics up to a decent number. She is strong. I am actually now, not optimizing or not, literally min-maxing. However, since I do have a party and I know who comes on the party, I am going to now start specializing in who is skilled in one thing, at least. Obviously, people will be maxed out in more than one stat, or should be, but I don't want to have my main character just be the jack of all trades, master of none. She needs to be a master of something, probably going to be something that's charisma based, and therefore persuasion makes perfect sense. Lindsay's good at persuasion, but she's also great at mobility, for instance, or because of her knowledge, her bardic knowledge, she's great for any of the lore or the knowledge-based skills. So again, picking one or two of those and just making sure that she's our quote-unquote expert is probably a better idea. I'm going to actually go deadly accuracy. You know what? I never get Swiftfoot, and I do like the potential for them moving faster. That base speed, I mean, while I don't want her rushing in over the tank, if she's on the party, I can control her, and I have no problem with that. And I'll just zigzag her over to get their attention or draw off bad guys. Plus, she's really good that way for if you get mugged, like you should. You're fighting the team with all your main fighters up front, and you got your ranged attackers out back. When somebody starts coming up the back door and you're like, oh crap, I need someone over there and I need them there now. Someone with Swiftfoot already on. That's extremely useful, I think. Alright, feel good about that. Anyway, where are we at? The subcasters, again, are specialized team. So we have an Eldritch Scoundrel, of course, Eldritch Scion, a Magus, our main Magus. Bookworm's the only one that's going to be a full caster. She's going to take a while to get there because we already dipped into Eldritch Archer. It's not that I'm unhappy with that, but she could have been so much better. She went Scroll Savant 5. Lindsay, of course, our bards, we've always taken her, and same with Jaethel. There's no reason not to have her because she's an Inquisitor and therefore a subcaster. And of course, it's not a caster per se, but they have spell-like abilities, and that's the Grenadier. I always think this was kind of a shame, by the way, that the Grenadiers aren't considered kind of like a watered-down version of the healer type, of the the divine casters, I should say. I know the Inquisitors are there for that role, but there's plenty of people that are subcasters on the arcane side of things. So you have bards, you have magi, 4 different kinds of magi, so you can do it a couple different ways, even with intelligence or charisma. Charisma for your bards. And then you have the Eldritch Scoundrels from the rogue side of things, who are still subcasters because they only get to like 6. Yes, there's paladins, and yes, there's rangers, but they're so subcaster that they kind of suck. It's not that they're incomplete or anything like that. The spells just add to their awesomeness, but they really take forever to come online. And the only reason I mention it is because with me doing Mystic Theurge builds lately just to see what I can achieve, I tried the Paladin, and then of course, much like a Ranger, they're okay. You really have to get them to level 7 to be able to go Mystic Theurge. That's a big investment. Not to say that's not a bad investment, because, 7 for something that's a fighter type class like a Paladin or a Ranger gets a lot. But you don't get many spells, so therefore your spell book's not going to be amazing. You don't get to transfer a bunch of spells then over to the other side, from Mystic Theurge's point of view. Yes, there's some unique ones in there, but again, hit or miss, and again, only 1 through 4, so you only get 2 through 5 spells on the other side, which again is subpar. So they're really not ones that I would suggest for Mystic Theurge, but whatever. I'm really wasting your time on stuff instead of actually playing the game. Let's go kill some shit. See, let's go straight out. I don't think I need to buy. Well, actually, do I need to buy anything? Do I have any camping spots? I sure do. Okay. And I'm actually wounded, but how is my team for health? We're okay. And I have... Wow, I have nothing for potion. Oh, I have scrolls. Do I not have the Magus thing? I'm going to go to town and get the Magus thing. Ooh. Is that in the tavern, I believe? This is an item that if you can pick it up, which is rare, if you get it... Yeah, I've never been to the tavern here. You can actually get something to put in your belt. Sorry, I'm just going to sip through this real quick. There's one more thing to ask her. Any rumors lately? Everyone's been talking about the tower at the Candlemere. They say lights were dancing around it like a busy cooked stove. Everyone who saw it says different things. Some is a dragon, and some glowing monsters, glowing hamsters, crawling from the lake. They're probably all lying, but the place is definitely spooky and mysterious. All right, let's go. Okay. There is a check over here. Oh, there's stuff over here too. Sure, I can use that. Just do a quick save. What was our check here? Oh, maybe that's the other guy I'm thinking of.
I'll go ahead.
Dear Mug again. Hello, citizen. Don't mind me. I'm your royalty, stealing from you peasants, bastards.
The path is clear.
I never go inside the houses like I probably should. Man, we're getting all kind of hoots. Not in the mood to talk. Well, who asked you? Do I look like I care? I'm sorry. I should care. What kind of lineman am I in this character? Yeah, do I even give a damn about your opinion? Screw you, man. We got a little food check here. Scattered ink stains suggest that Lindsay may have spent some time. Yeah, boozer. Alright. The belt item in question is actually a severed hand from a Magus. There's Jathel. Hey, kid. Stealing from
Done.
And yeah, we're gonna zip through this stuff. This is just her story. Just in the off chance I haven't done this before. And then from there, knowledge world check. I don't remember this. Why is the cult of Urgathoa forbidden in much of Golarion? Because Golarion is plagued with narrow-minded cowards. Some tremble at the freedom granted by Urgathoa. Others fear the wrath of Pharasma and her priests. Alright. Okay. Assassins. Yeah, see, this is... I have no... I've decided I no longer need your assistance. And then she will literally say, are you sure about that? And then you say, yeah, sure. Because again, you get click happy. Just to try to, force feed yourself through all this stuff. Kind of screw the pooch on that sometimes. Really kind of annoying. Okay, now again, saves because of picking the locks and stuff is going to be important. Sounds good. Stuff to sell. Thank you. Hey, peasant. What's up, peasant? Alright, this I think is the room. Yeah, I think this is the main room. Question will be, can I get in here?
Done.
There it is. Yeah. Sexy. Hand of Magus Dan. And as a magus, I definitely want this on my character. Now, this is actually the one that I will eventually give to Bookworm, because if you use this properly, it's a toggle. It's an infinite use item. You literally just activate it. Matter of fact, I can just leave it like that. And so long as it's running, you have a 1 in 4 chance of any time you use a scroll that the scroll doesn't get used. You still get the effect of the scroll. Now that's amazing, especially for someone like Bookworm, who can just capitalize on that much later. So she'll be the one that inherits this gift. But for now, since I'm wounded and I want to use, a healing spell or 17, I literally will go out. Oh, it's amazing, actually. That number. I'll actually go on my way to heal myself up, and then hopefully not burn through, 4 or 5 scrolls to do it. See how I healed myself and the scroll's still there? That's this working. Okay, heal myself again. Now I used it, so that's a 3 in 4 chance that that'll happen. Nothing wrong with that. But it should be... Well, I don't know why it's doing that. They must have taken that out. That must be recent. That sucks. Because that was really nice. Come on, kiddo. Why do you suck at this? Oh, it's a 21. I still got a 12 though, man. Come on, I got a 9 or higher. There we go. Okay, I like that better. Alright. Yeah, that, gotta save that. That little doodad is gonna save you all kinds of scrolls and money, which would be amazing. Hey, citizen.
I'll go ahead.
What's this doofus doing over here, just hiding?
Done.
Just talking. I hope they make more body types for this game too, by the way. While it's okay that they have 3 being overly...
Failed.
Oh, screw you, man. Yeah, I'll come back to it later.
Let's head
I
out.
don't think there's anything in there of any real importance. Well, it's okay to be thin, to be normal, and to be big. Seems weird that those are your only choices. Like, there's no height
The path is clear.
variable at all. Unless you want to be a short person, you have to be a dwarf or a halfling or a gnome. So, alright. Anyway, I'll fast forward through all that so you guys didn't hear my ramblings and wasting time. I'm actually going to exit. Well, our barony looks kind of barren. And is this the team? Yes, it's the team. You know it's the team because the team is the team. So, what can we accomplish in the 15 days, 1 hour we have left? I wonder if I can mess with trolls. Watchtower. Ooh, yeah. Let's do it. We have enough time to get to the Bald Hilltop. If we go there, mess around a little bit, and come back. Ancient Curse. That's our cue to get in on it. So 15 days is probably the cutoff, where it finally gives you the opportunity to go.
Enemy near.
Okay. What we got here?
Strike as one.
All right, bomb boy. Do your bomb boy thing.
This should do it.
Yeah. Do not hold back.
Oh hell! Shit went south fast, and I'm fatigued. All right. Well, definitely not.
A calculated risk.
What is going on? All right. Well, you need to hit him. Something hard.
We shall overcome.
And you, Matilda, what do you got? You can do a little of the same. Lens, love. Wow, this is a lot tougher than I remember these fights being. Probably because I was a level 16 character when I was messing with this crap. Thanks to Bookworm being solo. Alright, you're down. I'm buffed but wounded. Get a little more of those there too. And then you, sir, your bombs aren't going to do piss. Don't even bother.
This will hurt.
Oh, looks like we got a guy getting mugged over here.
Learn.
Oh hell. Main character's down. Alright. He's a lot tougher than I'm going to give him credit for, too, by the way.
Let's try this way.
Why did you guys feel the need to walk right up on him? Really? Thank you. Alright, loot some bodies. Come on me, I'm just going to take this stuff off your dead friend here, buddy. Now, I want to talk to you in a second, but first I want to see what you have in the pack. I want to make sure you're not transporting illegal goods in my area. Yeah, that's what I was doing. Totally. At least it gives you a heads up about this. So these are the fire immune trolls. That little half-elf stands before you. His sun-bleached hair reveal him as a seasoned traveler, and the confidence with which he holds his bow reveals him to be a seasoned warrior. And his cart full of various items, it seems, a trader as well. Damn trolls. Almost died from the stink alone. Half-elf wipes the sweat from his brow. They almost had me. Since when are trolls not afraid of fire? Good thing I had a few flasks of acid among my goods. Thank you for your timely rescue, friends. Despite his confident gaze, his voice trembles slightly. A few moments more and I would have, he frowns. Whoever rules this land gives little care to its safety. Formerly safe traded roads are given over to trolls, not a guard to be seen. Where are my manners? I am Dalton from Miven, a merchant by trade. Who are you? I'm the bearman of these lands. Your words are fair. I'll do what I can to make the road safer. Dalton looks shocked. Oh, I beg your forgiveness, your grace. John bows politely. These trolls, they're a threat to everyone. Yeah, I get you. They've attacked several villages, destroyed several bridges, and are scaring away trade caravans, worse than bandits by far. If your grace is willing to resolve the matter, I know a mage living nearby. I visit him from time to time to sell him reagents for his spells. He's an expert on trolls, might know why they've suddenly become bolder and fireproof. Consider your experienced trader. Would you consider operating exclusively in my barony? Dalton frowns. Don't get me wrong, Grace, but I have family in Brevoy, so my road always must take me there, no matter how dangerous the journey. The roads are unsafe. I would suggest you go no further than the capital and wait until the roads can be garrisoned properly. There's still plenty of trade to be had elsewhere in the region. Succeeded. Diplomacy check. Dalton frowns. If things are that bad, well then, perhaps I shall conduct my business here for a time. Very well. Got some XP for that. Tell me more about this mage. Dalton scratches his head. Bartholomew is his name. He's not bad for a human. Always so polite, so respectful. But there is something odd about him. He lives alone in the middle of the woods, his house surrounded by traps with a single safe road leading to it. No bandits nor trolls scare him. And the way he looks at you, it's like he's examining you, like he's considering the crack you open to see what's inside. The chills, Dalton shivers. Any other dangers on the road? Trolls aren't enough, huh? Dalton laughs and frowns. Actually, I have heard of a disturbing rumor. It's said a hodag has made a lair in a cave south of here. Whether true or not, traders are taking no chances. Taking force routes instead. Let me mark the cave on your map. Awesome sauce. You're from Miven, you say. What is their view on this new barony? Long ago, Miven was founded by the sword lords who refused to bow before the new ruler and fled Brevoy. While not Brevins anymore, our people and the people here have a lot in common, as I've heard the barony here was founded by people from Restov. We look upon them as distant cousins, I suppose, Dalton smiles. Welcome cousins, that is, not family you'd rather forget. Good fortune to you and safe travels. Hold a moment, I didn't have a chance to reward you for your help. Fortunes are best shared after all. Safe travels. Potion of Cure Light Wounds ×3 and $100. Woot! Thanks, buddy. Let's check the area real quick, because you'd be surprised at how often they have hidden items, even on something as simple as a what do you call it, a random encounter, so to speak. So we do want to do a quick sweep of the area, make sure we're not missing any treasure, any hidden items, and then we'll continue. Sounds like we have at least 1 or 2 new locations on the map. So I know about the wizard. I wonder if I have time to actually do that super quick. So I think I can do troll trouble stuff after chapter 2. I'm fairly certain chapter 2 is troll trouble now that I think about it. So that first curse is not going to be an issue, I don't think. Now, I could be wrong. There are time elements of this game, which is cool. It's one of the reasons I actually like this game so much. You can't just do whatever you feel and come back to it later. If someone says, hey, the kid's missing, you probably want to get up on that. So there is a bit of urgency to certain missions. And I like the fact that I can fail them just because I didn't do it fast enough. That's actually kind of cool. Man, we're really hurting here. Okay, so the curse gains power. Sounds like it's time to go and do that. But let's go to this lone house. I think I can get that accomplished at the very least. Or some of it. No, I want to rest first. First we save. We rest. Everyone should be in their suitable positions. Undead Guardians. I'm doing good with food. Let's do a little onion soup for a change. Got a better chance of doing it than the hearty meal anyway. 11 or better. And it'll use up some of these items that we have on us. Let's use up some rations, though. I think that honestly, if you are successful at using this, I think you really should give you like a free ration or something. But that's just me. All right, everybody's reasonably healed up. We have spells, boot. Let's do this. All right, this is one of the places you can get those feather tokens, so that's a good spot for us. Quick save in here. And we know we're going to have bad guys, so we might as well buff up now.
I am prepared.
Let's make him his strength. He can use his bark skin on himself. Pause it. He is rocking now a nice 24 armor class. And again, just to re-emphasize for a video I've done, if you guys aren't watching my build videos, which is perfectly fine. They're not super interesting to most people, I'm sure. Notice how natural armor +2 from his mutagen stacks with the natural armor enhancement he's getting from bark skin. That is actually extremely beneficial. So, also any other natural armor, just lock it in place, any other natural armor bonus here, stack. For instance, if you turn into a Dragonkind 1 form, there's like a +4 to your natural armor. It would stack with this mutagen. So use the mutagen, then turn into the dragon, you'd have a pretty decent armor class. Just saying. Now, of course, his intelligence is penalized by doing this strength, but I'm okay with that for the time being.
Let us bide
What
our time.
do we have? Do we lose
Ready
any
for
spells by
anything.
doing that? Fortunately, no. That's good.
I shall
she
not fail.
definitely wants that buff up. Okay, and I don't need Expeditious Retreat on my character.
State your desire.
Like Solo, she has sadly picked Protection from Alignment, which is a big mistake. Might as well get Evil Lord. That's a deflection bump. She would have been better off getting Shield of Faith, just for those of you who are wondering. It's a +2 to deflection, so is Shield of Faith. And while yes, this does give protection from like some bonus to your saves, the bonus again and the protection as well is only against whatever alignment you pick. So commonly you run into chaotic neutral jackasses, and that will do you no good because I have evil protection on me. Yes, I could have done chaos, but then you'll find neutral evil bastards that show up on you. So it's kind of hit or miss. It's one of those spells that I'm kind of like, why do they have it? But it's okay. Heroism, I definitely want me being buffed. So Lindsay's going to make sure that I have heroism on me. That's a nice +2 to my swing.
I wrote it like I saw it.
From there, Linz, do me one quick solid and heal him less more, do you?
Yes.
No
Yes,
mistakes.
beautiful,
The
beautiful.
road awaits.
All right, we're good, we're
Just
good.
letting the ink dry.
Making sure no one's on autopilot.
We should prepare.
Yeah, see. She has the ability to activate your pandy.
Our duty calls.
Let's actually drop some of this heavier gear so we don't make ourselves weighed down. Well, as these pilt. Try to keep us under. So we're in the light category, so we're not going to, what do you call it? Be overweight. Don't want to be fatigued
Let's head out.
sooner than later.
Our
She
time
buff
has
herself
come.
with something. Yeah, might as well get her main item at least.
We should
And
move.
her as well. Alright, feel good about that. Now, if you follow the road, you should run into banditos. Yeah, we'll clear the area later, don't worry about that, but we have fights to deal with. And it's better, I
Enemy
find.
near.
Yeah, for instance, I find it better to deal with them.
This should do it.
Oh, you go
A solid
there.
plan.
You go
Unworthy.
here. Oops, no wait, Jatho.
Wretched
closest one.
things.
He can go
A
to this one.
calculated
I
risk.
can go to that one.
Forwards.
And then 1,
You deserved it.
Attack.
A
3.
solid
In
plan.
fact, I really want him to die, so we want to use those force bolted guts. They're so cheap and easy. nice.
I'm writing you out of
Nice
our
crit.
story.
Yeah, the beautiful hit. He's just taking a good game. Main Magus. He's probably had that on autopilot. That's the one thing on autopilot I don't mind on Magus. The cantrip, whichever cantrip you're using, that buffs their ability to cast a spell and do damage in the same round.
The path is clear.
Obviously, that's the touch one for everybody except for the Eldritch Archer. The Eldritch Archer gets the one that
Watch each other. Despicable.
does the ray spells, and therefore she has access to 3. She can have the full beam, she can have the acid damage. Oh, hey there.
Forwards.
These guys have damage.
Yes.
Come on, guys. Probably losing my time with this fodder.
Strike worth a legend.
There we go. That seems interesting. Take that heavy shield just because. He got some stuff.
I'll go ahead.
And we do a quick save. Now,
We should move.
I should be on the one where everybody gets XP if they've done the trick. So you see, I'm about ready to ding. So if I can pick a
shall
lock,
not fail.
I try to do so. So if I get the XP for it, which it didn't on that one,
Let us be careful.
there was no XP available. But if I do, then I have the potential of dinging a little faster than everybody else, which is, it's kind of a weird concept. I mean, I can see how people might not like it because that way your teammates are leveling at different times. So I understand that, but it was still useful to me to level up my character, simply because if I'm just a little bit ahead of everybody else, when everybody else is level 3, I'm 4. When everybody's hitting 4, now I'm 5 and I have access to better spells or, you know, whatever. That's why I did it. Excuse me, sip of coffee here. But it still was a valid tactic, in my opinion, to making sure that my main character was a little bit better than everybody else. I know I saw some stuff down here. Herbs, I believe. These mint gibblies, but I'm fairly certain I clicked on it.
Let's head out.
Yeah, there we go. Herbs over here. And I've yet to find more uses of herbs, so if that's coming later, that'd be great. But again,
I'll go ahead.
once you've completed chapter 1, I haven't seen any use of those damn things. And it's okay up here. Will be some
The
stuff.
path is clear.
Like so. But there's also bad guys around here, like deposits. Over here, I know there's a big horde of them. We're gonna come up on the traps before too long. These bandits died after triggering a trap.
I see something.
Oh, hey there.
Let us bide our time.
Oh, bastard sword +1.
Tread lightly.
Nice, nice. Anybody able to use that? No. Nope. That'll be one that we pass off then to Valerie. Just because they're not part of the main team, I should point out. Doesn't it? Whoa, Jathel, what the hell are you doing, honey? I'm running around like a crazy ass. Just because they're not part of the main team does not mean that I'm not going to bring them out. They have their specific missions, and as such, I do want to have them at least geared up, because they're going to be subpar compared to these characters. But again, on those missions, the good news is with the exception, I think, like Ragangar and Octavia, we almost always only bring one person extra. So like, for example, if Lindsay's mission, we only have to make sure Lindsay's on the party. But for that Ragongar Octavia one, both of them have to be on the party, so that means 2 slots. That's okay, because Ragongar, he's a subcaster anyway, and Octavia, while she's going to be a full caster, that's still okay. She's not going to be amazing, but she will have some sneak attack damage potential. I feel like we're in trouble here, folks.
How curious.
There we go. I was about to say, I feel like I'm missing out on something. Quick save.
We should prepare.
See if I can get it.
Completed.
And there's my ding. And that's why we do that. Okay, so again, I'm a magus. I have to do this on the fly because I can't really remember exactly what I did. Whoa, perception's way low. What's that about? Oh, it's probably because I can get my mobility and trickery up. Yeah, I definitely want more perception. I know that for a fact. Let's do that. And I am a persuasive person, so I should really kind of capitalize and use my device as persuasion, because I am charisma based. These are high enough to make me happy. I mean, I can go higher with them, sure. Same with stealth and athletics. I could get maybe stealth or athletics up a little bit. But I am wearing armor anyway, so that's always going to be a thing. I don't get any bonuses really from these. My wisdom's low. My intelligence is a little high, so I can actually benefit a little bit more on the Arcana World side of things, but really I need to start maximizing probably these core stats. So that's probably how I'll level this character up. From here, things have changed in the past since we've made this character. So there's new stuff available, like Reach Magic, Extend Magic, and Empower Magic feats here. These ones literally are not the feats that you level up with. These are Magus feats. These ones literally, it's like a meta magic rod at your disposal. Any spell I have access to on my spell book side of things. By the way, I don't think this works for scrolls, but I don't know. I haven't tested that. But Empower Magic, for instance, I can 3 times a day empower any spell that I choose. Doesn't matter what spells it is. I can do 1 Fireball, 1 Lightning Bolt, and 1 Magic Missile. Same with the Reach or Extend. I got 3 uses a day if I pick it. So it's kind of like a rod. When you take a nap, the uses come back, and then again you can reuse them again. So they're very useful. And Enduring Blade, on the other hand, is still useful for me. So Wand Wielder, which is probably better than Wand Mastery, but for the sake of argument, let's just say it's not. I at least have one of these. I'll probably get the other. Enduring Blades, though, is still amazing. So is Arcane Accuracy, because I am going to pump my Charisma. My Charisma bonus is going to be high enough that that will actually be a useful bump. But the Enduring Blades for 1 minute per caster level, yes please. Spells. I already have my ranged spells, even though I'm not a ranged attacker, so to speak. But Frigid Touch is still useful, and it's definitely one that I want to have on my person, right? Something I can channel through my weapon. Now,
The road awaits.
making sure that I'm not missing anything. Alright, feel good about that. And there's that one. Oh, there's my cat. Get out here and do something, you bum. Oh, and I have my Lesser Rest over here. My Bless Ring, yes. Oh, I already have that. Of course, I have my Halo on. And these ones I probably will never shut off, so I'm actually just going to do like that. And leave them running. I'll know that they're there. I'll shut them off as needed. Quick save that.
I've spotted something.
Ooh, hey there.
What a surprise.
Okay. I think if you literally walk up the road, you're fine. So literally, we should be able to squeeze through this mess. We'll come back to it, don't get me wrong. But there's our guy. Bartholomew Delgado, a middle-aged man, stands before you. His clothes are not too gaudy, but tasteful. Despite living in the wilderness, he looks well-groomed, even dapper. His mustache is slick, and his nails and agile, soft hands are meticulously polished. What up, buddy? What a pleasant surprise. Welcome, Your Grace. Would you like a cup of tea? Something stronger, perhaps? It's a great honor for a humble hermit entertaining such an important personage. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Bartholomew Delgado, at your service. How may I be of assistance? Do you know anything about the local trolls who are resistant to fire? Never heard anything like it. If this is true, I'll have to revise my defenses. Bartholomew suddenly goes silent, frowns, and closes his eyes. Your Grace, I'm afraid we must intermit that conversation for now. A moment ago, a troll was caught in one of my fire traps, and it was unharmed. Suggests that a chance to explore its corpse would better equip me to answer your questions. My liege, I humbly request your protection. Please follow me. Lead the way.
Watch each other.
Oh, hey there.
Aim carefully.
Killing that guy. Alright. He's got his acid swing on. I have this. There we go. Like, yay. And what can we do to mess with him? Guaranteed staggers. Guaranteed. That's what I was told.
Interesting.
Oh, and right by the traps. Cool beans. Lindsay, what can you do, huh? Besides buff us? You, madam, can rock that spell. And that's not going to do anything. Why don't you fire off one of those, see if we get some sneak attack damage going. Right on. Alright, Delgado says, Bartholomew walks around the troll's corpse. At least they're still vulnerable to steel and acid. Now let's look into why this creature lost its respect for fire. Bartholomew recites an incantation and waves his hand over the troll's chest, then points at a specific spot on it. There, branded on the flesh, is a symbol of a blacksmith's hammer, encircled by thorn-studded vines. Whatever that is, that's the reason its flesh didn't burn. The wizard slowly makes an incision around the brand and then peels the flesh off, excising the brand completely. I must study this. Here's the key to my laboratory. Wait for me there. I'll join you soon enough. Without another word, Bartholomew whispers an incantation and vanishes. Well, okay. Cool.
Let's head out.
I am not going to disarm these because, again, I like knowing that they're there to remind me that we haven't gotten all of them.
What a find!
Oh, we are like really right
The path is clear.
in this mess, aren't we? Cut over here. And we cut a path. We'll explore this in full detail later. Don't get me wrong, guys. I'm not trying to skimp out. And I don't think he has traps in his actual home area. Nice helmet, shark. Oh, and nuts.
Tread
Nice,
lightly.
nice spicy nuts. Alright. What we got up here? Anything? Probably no. What we got for journal update? 14 days. Nature of the beast. The wizard's laboratory. And again, I don't know that I need to do this before that first curse, but I know on another playthrough I have messed it up and I did not get Bartholomew to join me
It is
like
finished.
I did on another playthrough.
I'll go
So
ahead.
there is that issue. So be careful when you do this stuff. That's why Wiki was invented by wizards, I'm sure of it. I feel like there's a trap over here.
The path is clear.
Isn't there? Maybe I don't know. Maybe he
I was
disabled them.
successful
Oh, there we
in
go.
my search.
Could have sworn there was one over here, though. Yeah, it's probably to keep people from coming into his area. Okay. We can buff up,
Our
of course,
duty
before
calls.
going in. Not that that's a bad idea.
I know what to do.
He's already doing good. Let's get him a little more protection. Right there. Trolls are evil as far as I know.
Adventures called
She
them.
has another buff for... Mine's lasting 41 minutes. Let's get him up a little bit. In fact, you know what? Let's have the front line better than ever. Quick save.
I will
And
not
you
falter.
might as well activate that. Doesn't last you long at this level, but
Let us bide our time.
definitely a buff. Oh, and you need that hurricane. Quick save that. The team goes inside. Not anything here that I need to pick up right now. Yeah. Alright. See, this I think was the mission I missed that last time. I didn't do this part where I met with him early enough.
Interesting.
As interesting as that is,
We should
sometimes interesting gets you killed.
I've spotted something.
For instance, the trap. Okay, this one is probably a trap that I can't get. My trickery is good, but it ain't... Oh, I do have the trap experience left. I'm at 13. You're at 14. You're slightly better. And only slightly. You're at 14, though. You could even be higher if it weren't for that damn strength bump. I would have went dex, I would have been better off. But I already have a +2 to it thanks to that. So let's actually try it, shall we?
Let us bide
Let's
our
quick
time.
save it, because I don't want to have to worry about blowing myself up.
Done.
Hey, look at you on. Ooh, that was a nice roll, too. Oh, man, I made the roll. Wow. Alright, we're saving that. What you got?
Done.
Yes! Love free shit. What did I pick up? I picked up bracers of archery. Oh, he's got lesser bracers of archery. Sounds like I want those. Yeah, baby. Who can use the regular bracers of archery? She's got those and she needs them. She has nothing. She's got to change her. She might as well have it. Give her a +1 to her swinging with her. Oh wait, is that work for bows or just... that might not work. Yeah. Well, we'll try it out. What's this? Agile Fist. If the wearer has weapon finesse feat, apply a dexterity modifier plus for strength to damage rolls with all unarmed and natural weapon attacks. Yeah. So this is for a nice monk, the dex-based build. Turquoise brooch, cloak of resistance. Who needs a cloak? Lindsay needs one. Well, Lindsay needs one. Perfect timing. Okay. And one expeditious retreat. Bastard sword, of course, we'll sell later. Not bad, not bad. Alright, let's do a quick save on here. Alright, shall we engage in this next one? Tomorrow! Just kidding, guys. We will do that tomorrow, though. This video's definitely been long enough. Even with editing, I'll do my best to trim it down. But we will go into here the next time we come back, which should be soon. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to label this Wizard's Lab. If I can spell. And I'm going to put a little 13 days till curse to remind me what's going on. Alright, with that, my name is Brothermutant. Please like, subscribe, comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye now.